Alright, so here are my thoughts on playing with a lead and playing to preserve a full hold, because there's a lot of videos out there where people talk about what to do when you're playing from behind, but there's certain aspects of Overwatch that players should understand when playing from a lead and trying to maintain that lead and maintaining a full hold. So I'm going to go over that in this video, watching my gameplay and my own thoughts on what I'm trying to do here. I could have stayed out there a little bit longer, but I wasn't getting that much poke, so I'm going to go around, poke the corner, try and burn down that shield. They do come out with a Sig Winston, which you don't normally see, but the idea here is to burn the shields down, try and get rid of that turret while not getting poked in the face by the Hanzo himself. I do have projected for waffling. I use that too early before they actually push in. I was expecting a hard push there. They push in a little bit late, but we do get the kill on the Winston. Hanzo's trying to poke through the window, so I'm going to force him out. Every time that Sigma barrier's up, I'm going to be damaging it if it's protecting his team, so that he can't push in as effectively when his barrier's broken. I can maintain some good charge here when they come back in. That was big, got a lot of damage from the soldier and the Sigma on that barrier. Of course, no rock. And then I'm going to try and get more right clicks onto that barrier, break that barrier, and keep them at bay. Because we're nearing, yes, a minute and a half in, and they haven't really been able to push, but we're going to put more pressure onto the barrier itself, get the pick onto the Mercy because she was out of position. And we're going to stay on the Reinhardt, and then I'm going to right click, and I do get a kill on the Moira, so that's a nice little stagger kill there. And yes, you notice how I keep right clicking. I'm going to come back now because they are going to regroup. I could have hung out there longer, say for example in tournament play if I needed to build up grab, but I already have grab, so there's really no point. I'd just be feeding their support ultimates at this point, but they have both their support ults, so I'm just going to come back. Now the priority is going to be doing damage to the D.Va, and that's going to prevent them from pushing in when their tank is half HP, so they do hit both their support ults. And there is the Valk and the Coalescence into the grab as well. D.Va's out of mech, so we can just let that go. Waffle gets a nice pin, and then onto the Widow, and this is where things get dicey here on the stagger kills, but if I can catch up to him within 5 seconds and get him before he gets the health back, then I'm going to feel good about that. I did have about 80% energy when I went after him, so again, no big deal there. I was confident in my ability to 1v1 him, but that's because of years of experience. So if you're not that confident about it, then you don't have to do chase down kills like that, but there is a window of opportunity there should you want to take advantage of it when the rest of the team is still dead and respawning. Beautiful block on there. I'm going to be all over this D.Va trying to get her to get debacked, and then she's going to back out. And now it's the focus goes back to Ryan. I'm going to barrier our Pharah just to make sure. I know she does have sound barrier, but that's just that little extra bit of protection in case she's taking a lot of damage. The sound barrier will melt off. Of course, Moira was vulnerable there. Mercy goes over the top, so I lose track of her, but I'm going to be on her, almost get the kill, but we do have grab again, just in case. 30 seconds left. They pop Valk, they waste Valk there, so don't do that, because they have plenty of time to regroup. What they should have done was just fall into the ice water there and reset, because they would have gotten a pretty solid push if they did that here with a little extra time, maybe another 5 seconds. And we're going to play patient here, LOS. Pretty good shatter. Good kill on that Reinhardt. Got him out of the way. Get D.Va out of mech. Obviously that's a priority. We're going to call out, the call out was to kill Soldier, so since they had that, I unfortunately could not barrier Waffle because he did charge away. And then I'm going to keep the Grab Dragon just in case we need it. But I'd say normally it's a good idea to charge away from a pulse bomb, but you know, he never knows when I have a barrier or not, so that's just one of those things. You just try and get it if you can, but sometimes you just can't Can't get it. And there's a reset here, so there isn't going to be a attacking round for me to go over, but that was just some of the basics of defending point A, and my thoughts of playing Zarya on that. So again, not a very long video, but just some things to share for aspiring Zarya players.